is there any way that I can be protected as far as the threats and harassments in regards to the child support?
I will never threaten, but I will pursue all judicial remedies available to my client.
And Kate, absolutely. Gabriel, please unmute and turn your cameras. And counsel. Okay, Mr. Deutschman, you represent Mr. Morgan,
Morgan.
correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, let me swear y'all in. Do y'all swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Tatum, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. It appears that we have a full agreement, so the state is requesting to read into the record what has been agreed to by the parties. It appears that there has been no request for a non-disclosure. We're here in reference to one child. The state has used the reported income of the non-custodial parent for the calculation of support, with net resources at or about $8,175.30. Based off of that amount, the state is requesting.
All right, guys, this courtroom heats up fast. The mother, clearly shaken, pleads for protection against threats tied to her child support case. Her voice trembles, but the attorney wastes no time, calm, firm, and razor-sharp, promising to pursue all judicial remedies for his client. The judge steps in, calling everyone to unmute and face the camera. Tension crackles through the air as truth takes the stand. One wrong word here could shift the balance of custody and control forever.
The child support be set at $1,675 to begin on August 1st, 2025. There is a confirmation of the child support arrears in the amount of $800 as of June 30th, 2025, to be paid at $55 per month beginning on August 1st, 2025. The non-custodial parent is currently covering the child for the insurance, and the parties agree for the father to continue to cover the insurance through his employer. I believe that is the extent of the agreement. So at this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the mother here in this matter.
Next question, real quick. Is that 55 on top of the 1635? Or is
Sam,
that
Sam, I'll explain it to you. I'll explain it to you.
So at this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the mother here in this matter. Kate, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Yes, my name is Kate Algebra.
And ma'am, did you hear what I previously read into the record as it relates to this case?
Yes, I heard.
And are you in agreement with those terms that were provided to the court?
If that was set with the state, then yes, I do agree.
Now listen up, the state steps in to lay it all out. They've calculated the father's net income at just over $8,100, setting child support at a whopping $1,675 a month. The math is cold, precise, and unavoidable. The mother agrees without hesitation, clearly relieved that the law is finally moving in her favor. The courtroom feels divided, one side resigned, the other simmering. The father's attorney remains stone-faced, knowing the real battle might still be coming.
And are you requesting that the court accept these agreements and make them the order of the court today?
Yes, please.
And do you find these agreements to be in your child's best interest?
Yes, please.
Nothing further from this party, Your Honor. We pass this witness.
Mr. Deutschman, any questions? Go ahead.
I believe in this form, it's appropriate, Your Honor. We have motions pending in the 302 that are more relevant to other matters that the OG would not be involved in. I don't want to cumber up this hearing with unnecessary testimony.
Okay, well, I'm just asking, related to the issues we're here for just today, not other issues. Do you have any questions of her?
I don't.
Okay. All right, Mr. Tatum, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call Mr. Morgan. Mr. Morgan, can I get you to state your name for the record?
The state calls the mother to testify. Kate Algebra, calm but tired, confirms every detail. She agrees to the new order and declares it's in the child's best interest. Her tone is steady, her resolve clear. Across the virtual courtroom, the father's team sits silent, calculating their next move. The judge checks for objections, but the defense holds back. For now, it's a temporary calm before another storm. Everyone knows this case is far from finished.
Samuel Morgan.
And Mr. Morgan, did you hear what I previously read into the record that was agreed to by the parties?
Sure.
And sir, are you still currently in agreement with those terms provided to the court?
Sure.
And are you requesting that the court accepts those agreements and make them the order of the court?
Yeah, but again, so since we're like modifying the document, right? Can I present unpaid medical bills that I can get reimbursed for? Because I believe it says she has to pay for 50%.
Nothing further from this party, Your Honor. We'll pass this witness to the attorney.
Mr. Deutschman, any questions regarding these issues?
I do. Just a couple to clear up my client's question, Your Honor, if you'll indulge me.
Yes, of course.
Sam, you have a pending motion for contempt against
All right, now the spotlight shifts. The father, Samuel Morgan, takes the stand. He agrees with the state's numbers, sort of. Then comes the curveball. He brings up unpaid medical bills, demanding reimbursement. You can almost feel the judge's patience thinning as the father's lawyer jumps in to redirect. The real battle isn't over child support, it's over control, resentment, and financial accountability. This isn't just math anymore. This is personal, and every glance shows it.
Kate in the 302, correct?
Yeah.
You also have a motion for modification for custodial rights, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. The questions that you have about unpaid medical are in a better forum in that court than here, because the Attorney General's office really isn't involved in collecting unpaid medical. So do you understand that?
Yeah, they just, okay.
I understand you're frustrated, but we have an opportunity to have a full-blown trial on that matter.
All right.
Are you satisfied with that explanation?
Sure.
All right.
The father's attorney clarifies unpaid medical expenses belong in another court. The Attorney General's office, he says, doesn't touch that. The father nods, frustrated but understanding. The lawyer's tone is firm, almost fatherly. He's managing his client as much as defending him. Meanwhile, the courtroom feels split between legal procedure and raw human emotion. Math is math, the lawyer insists. But behind those numbers lies a family torn apart, still fighting for fairness in a system that rarely feels fair.
You agree with the math based on 20% of what the Attorney General got from your employer, correct?
Sure.
That math included a fluctuating amount of commissions, correct?
Yes.
And based on your base salary, your support would be significantly less, correct?
Yes.
You work in the mortgage industry.
The tech industry for mortgages. And things of that nature, yes.
You're a software. You sell software to the mortgage industry, correct?
Yes.
And your base salary is not a contractual agreement, correct?
No.
Okay, it could disappear tomorrow.
All right, guys, this is where it gets real. The lawyer digs deep into the father's finances, commissions, salaries, and the unstable nature of his tech job. Every word feels like a jab. The father admits nothing is guaranteed. No base pay, no commissions, no promises. The lawyer presses on, you owe $1,675. That's the math. You can hear the frustration through the screen. The father's defense is crumbling under hard arithmetic and harsher truths. This isn't negotiation, it's a breakdown.
Yep.
All right. And your commissions, if you make them, are based upon your sales, correct?
Yes, sir.
Above your base.
Yes, sir.
And those aren't guaranteed either, are they?
Nope.
All right. So today, the math says you owe $1,675. And many of these questions will be addressed in a different forum before a different court. Do you understand that?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. And you also understand that we're going to get a printout of the total amount of payments that you've made since the entry of the order in November of 2021 currently, and try to figure out where there's an arrearage, if in fact it's your employer's problem, they owe you some money back. Or if it's an employer's problem and they didn't withhold enough and paid you, then this is a valid amount. Will you agree to that premise as well?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, because
The questioning continues relentlessly. The lawyer confirms the father's income includes everything: base, commission, and bonuses. The judge stays focused, guiding the discussion like a referee in a heavyweight fight. The courtroom atmosphere turns tense but methodical. They'll audit every payment since 2021 to check for arrears. It's pure legal precision now. The father agrees, his tone weary but compliant. Both sides know one wrong number could flip this entire case upside down.
math is math, and we have the ability to get those numbers. You'll continue doing what you've always done in making sure that your daughter is totally protected for both health insurance, dental insurance, and eye insurance, correct?
Yes, sir.
And the other matters we'll take up in a different form. Okay, so as of today, you agree that the math shows 1675. However, fundamentally, you disagree with the calculations of the amounts that the OAG got from your employer. Would that be a fair statement?
Yeah.
Okay. I have nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay. Our state rest.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Deutschman, do you rest?
I rest, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Agabri, I'm about to finish up. What do you have your hand up?
Now the father's frustration peaks. He disputes how the Attorney General calculated his income. His lawyer steps in, calm but cutting. You can disagree all you want, but the math stands. The father accepts it reluctantly. The judge confirms both sides rest their cases. For a moment, silence fills the courtroom, but it's not peace. It's exhaustion. Years of arguments, motions, and modifications have boiled down to this one man, one order, and one number: 1675.
For
Yes, Your Honor, this is a recorded courtroom, correct?
yes, ma'am.
I have brought this case many times since the material change, and we're supposed to have a review of the third modification on November 2024 with the AOG itself, not with the state of Texas Judicial Court. But him and his lawyer had not cooperate with the officer at that time. That's why it was brought up to the state. Now, as far as the
Now, I don't want to get into a long thing here.
okay,
Uh,
I just wanted to.
You agreed what we did today, right?
Correct, but I just do want to
Well, then
ask
we
for a
don't need
quick,
Then what do we need
quick
to
question.
discuss?
Yes, is there any way that I can be protected as far as the threats and harassments in regards to the child support case?
He's not supposed to threaten you or harass you. That's what's supposed to happen.
I haven't.
So I don't know why that's not really an issue that was raised to me.
Well, Your Honor, as an officer of the court, I assure you that I will never threaten, but I will pursue all judicial remedies available to my client
Absolutely.
through the judicial system. And
then, just when it seems over, boom, the mother raises her hand. She demands protection from harassment and threats related to the case. The judge reassures her, but the father's attorney fires back sharply. He insists he's done nothing wrong, only pursued lawful remedies. The tension explodes again. The judge steps in quickly, trying to restore order. You can feel the hostility, accusations flying, words twisted into weapons. This isn't just law. It's war in legal form.
the young lady perceives that as a threat, well, then so be it. But that is what the court allows me to do, and that's what we're pursuing. So I think we're done.
Okay. I didn't know that she was accusing you, counsel. I thought she was accusing Mr. Morgan of doing something.
She's accused both of us before.
No, I think she views us as an equal co-conspirator, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Well, you may know more than I do.
You're right, I do.
Okay. All right. So just so we know, we understand, Mr. Morgan, all salary, all commissions, all bonuses, all tips, everything that you can use and spend money on is included as income. So the argument that my commissions, which can vary from year to year, should not be included as a calculation of support are wrong. Those should be included. Obviously, we try to average it out. The longer we have, if you've been in the same company for a long period, then hopefully we hope that they'll be somewhat consistent, somewhat. We understand one year might be really good and some year might be really bad, but we try to average it out. But understand that commissions are included as income when calculating support. So, I mean, we cannot take it. We don't know, of course, if there's a complete change in the industry that where nobody gets any commissions. I mean, it's kind of difficult to kind of predict those things. We can't predict the
Yeah,
future.
when it's
Just like you can't predict the
33% of
future.
your salary.
Please don't talk when I'm talking. And so those have to be included. We have to base it on history. Now, if the history is you're not getting any commissions, then that would be the numbers that we're going to use. If you are getting it, then we're going to expect. I mean, the way the law is kind of set up is we're hoping that people earn more money over the years.
The judge lays it down commissions count as income, period. His tone is final, unshakable. He explains that even fluctuating earnings must be averaged in. The father tries to push back, but the judge cuts him off. Please don't talk when I'm talking. The message is clear: no loopholes, no excuses. Every bonus, every tip, every dollar matters. The courtroom goes silent. The father looks defeated. This isn't about opinion anymore. This is about the letter of the law.
There's not less money. Of course, that's not always the truth. Obviously, if you change jobs or the industry has a collapse like it's had before, then those can be changed. But optimistically, the law is basically saying that you should at least probably be making at or about what you're making now, and maybe it should increase over time. Supposedly, incomes are supposed to change, and the increase is what everybody says. But that isn't always the case, of course. But as I said, the commissions, bonuses, and tips are included in your income. So I don't know why we're really arguing about that, but that's what it is. That's what Texas law is. We have to follow Texas law. So support is $1,675. If you have a small arrears, you can pay it all off. It may just depend upon when they took it out. Sometimes people see some arrears depending on how they get paid. If they get paid bi-weekly, usually that's the problem because there are 26 pay periods in a year for someone that gets paid bi-weekly versus somebody that gets to pay 24 pay periods like twice a month or once a month. So usually depending on a couple times of the year, it may look like you're behind. It might just be because, and then sometimes it may show that you're ahead. But it just kind of depends on what day we're really looking at your arrears. I don't know if that's the problem. I'm just guessing. But that's possible that may be why there's some arrears there. Once you pay off that arrears, you don't have to continue to pay the $55 a month. That's just to pay that balance off and be done with that part. Any other issues I haven't resolved today, I'm not changing. Those are going to be in full force and effect. And so if you have some other legal issues, then those are not ones that I'm handling today. Mr. Morgan is going to carry health insurance and dental insurance and court costs billed to him. All right, the Attorney General's office will draft an order. Mr. Tatum, do you have Mr. Deutschman's email address?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, he'll be submitting you a proposed order, and then once I get your signature on it, then I can sign off on the order and they can get y'all copies back. All right, y'all are done with court and are excused. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And we are ready on number 37 next, Your Honor.
All right, folks, here's the verdict. Support is set at $1,675 per month. Any arrears must be cleared, and the father will continue providing full insurance for his child. The rest of the issues, sent to other courts. The judge wraps it up, thanking everyone before dismissing the case. The cameras click off, but you can feel the echoes of tension long after. Another family fractured, another case closed, and a legal system that always demands its due. That's courtroom reality.